What's going on, Brian? Jeff, what's going on? We got I'll call it the Red Sox game on in the background, even though it's probably it's the Aaron Judge game. We have a bunch of spots not paid for so far, so I'm going to let's see, put the Hokies game on. I didn't realize there was a college football game on right now. Aaron Judge, the future Met. Let's see. I'm gonna let me drop the ones in that I know are gonna be available first. Ooh, it's a good game too. I'm assuming that's a rivalry game, Brian. Here's some firsts that were left over, which is weird. Well, sort of wasn't left over. Him and Sweeney's order got canceled. But Guzman, Alduy, and Jose Pastrana were all available. If anybody wants to pick them up. Let's see. Love nothing more than for Judge to leave the Yankees. I agree, since it seems like the Mets are the front runner. Brian taking Sweeney and Serta. Let's see, that is 39. Let me add that to the spreadsheet. So we still have Alvin Guzman, Fran Alduy, Jose Pastrana available for 3H. Let's take all of them. Brian giving nobody else a chance, pouncing on all the firsts. So let's see. That makes it, 48 total? All right, let me drop in the divisions. There's a possibility we may have a couple others coming up, including one big name that hasn't been paid for yet. Let me drop in the divisions first, though. So less than we've had recently left over in the from the auctions. Let's see, Jeff with his luck lately. Yeah, right. Not only in our breaks, in his own personal reps too. Paul G taking NL Central. Paul, let me know who you had in the eBay auctions as well, so I can make sure that I can match your name up to your order in eBay. So NL Central was 10 spots for $5. Let me drop in the player lists. I'll start with the NL Central for Paul. Steve's back. Steve taking was that AL East. Steve, are we looking for meat again tonight? Let's see. Steve, there is your list from the AL East. Paul, Cuero, Hernandez, nice players. Wouldn't mind pulling a nice Cuero auto. I don't think we've pulled any yet. Steve, need for meat again? Love to hear it. We are certainly due for you. Let me drop in the rest of the division info. There's the AL West, AL Central. We should, despite being close to the UN, things should be quieted down by now. It's been very loud here this week. So, who just hit a home run? Stanton. Wrong big guy. All right, there's all of the division info. Jeff taking both of the Wests. You got it. Let's see, that was, excuse me, 550 for the AL West and 650 for the NL West. So 12. Can't believe Stanton only has 28. Feels so tiny compared to 60. All right, so we have we have the AL Central left and the NL East left. If anybody wants, I did, Paul. Thank you for sending that. And Jeff, thank you as well. So let's see. We still have NL East 14 spots for 7 and AL Central 15 spots for 750. We're already at 908. So let me do a refresh to see if there's still anything unpaid for. Oh, there is. Let's see. All right, so we have Averson Ortega available. Went for 46. I'll do it for 45 if anybody's interested. AL East was I didn't write it down. Sorry about that. AL East was 17 spots for 850, Steve. So Averson Ortega available for, did I say 45? Yeah, 45. Let's see if there's anything else noteworthy. All right, I'm going to give a couple of these guys another 5 minutes because they're usually good about paying. And let's choose the boxes. All right, let's see. Okay, we have, I think, 2 sapphire boxes. So let's go sapphire box first. So first person in the chat to choose. Did somebody take the NL West? Yes. NL West was taken by Jeff. Took both of the Wests. We have Steve calling the left right before CL called the right. So left it is. Let's put the sapphire back there. We have 2 hobby. We actually only have 1 hobby box here, and then 2 jumbos. So let's do jumbo top bottom. So first person to type top or bottom can choose top or bottom hobby box. Jumbo hobby box. Let's see. We have Sav saying top right ahead of CL saying CL and Steve saying bottom. CL, I don't know if you're on like a second delay or something, but people keep beating you to it. All right, we have 3 2022 Bowman first edition boxes. So top, middle, bottom. Brian taking Ortega. Paul calling top. And then let's see, we have 3, 4. We have to do our retail. So let's move some of this stuff out of the way. We'll do retail next. So let's see, we have blasters 1, 2. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 on this one. So for the blasters, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Trenton calling 1, right ahead of Sav calling 2. Let's see the megas. All right, megas. We have. Let's see. There's one to the right there. So 1, 2, and then 3 in the back. So next person after TL said right. Brian saying left. Brian finally getting a call on there. Right ahead of Sav. Oh, Brian, you're 3. Okay, so Sav got in before you then, because it looks like your left was the previous answer. Thank you guys for not saying 3 and making me take apart the wall. Although Brian did try, so thank you, Sav, for saving me from having to take apart the wall. All right, let's see. I think that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let me pull out a couple of retail packs again. I didn't get it in the listing because by the time I got the box last week, I had already posted the listing. So adding a couple retail packs too to make it 7 and 8. 7 different types. We won't be running a break next Thursday. I have to be at a wedding, so I'll be out of town. But we'll be back Sunday to run our Bowman draft break like we normally run, and we'll be running the Bowman draft this Sunday as well. That's the same format as last week. We added the first edition box, so that's the Bowman draft break is going to be a super, a light, a first edition, and a sapphire. And then I think after that point, I may swap out the first edition straight up for the light boxes because I just haven't liked the quality that we've been pulling out of the light boxes. Doesn't seem worth it to keep pulling them. So I think we are pretty much good to go. Let me just check the leftover orders one more time, see if anybody else hasn't paid. Ooh, gotta cancel the Ortega order. So Brian had Ortega for 45. Let me cancel that in eBay. And the Ortega order is clear for you, Brian. Let me just type that into the chat. Hey, we got a Tristan Casas home run. Is it actually pronounced Casas? Did the announcer just get it right and I've been messing it up this whole time? So the Yankee fans throwing back a Tristan Casas home run. Jeff Sky, Casas. Let's see. Is there anything else that wasn't paid for? Refreshing this one more time, then we'll get started. Yeah, I'm gonna try and leave those. All right, let's get going. I'm gonna start like we did last week with the retail pack. Then we'll switch it over to the other retail, and then we'll end the retail with a second retail pack. So, good luck, everybody. Still loving breaking this product. What do you guys think of 2022 Bowman versus the last 2 releases? I'm not even going to say 2021 Bowman because that was definitely an inferior product prospect-wise. Blaze and Austin headlining it. Not saying they're not good prospects, but definitely don't stand up to the likes of Ellie Churio, Colson Montgomery. How do you guys rank 2021 Chrome, 2021 Bowman Draft, and 2022 Bowman? All right, our first retail pack. We have a Newt Bar paper. O'Neal Cruz, Rookie of the Year favorites. Samad Taylor, Joshua Baez, Simon Muzziotti, and Esteban Machado. Brian loving the 2022. I mean, in terms of hits, like the class is definitely better, obviously, in 2021 draft, but I feel like breaking the product and opening the product by yourself, like you have a better chance of making your money back on 2022 Bowman. That's how I'm thinking. 2022 Bowman, then Chrome, then draft. Ooh, Brian doesn't like all the pitchers. 15 teams are good from 2022 Bowman. Yep. Brian Rodhams agrees with Brian Palmer. All right. Do we want to go Bowman next, or do we want? Do we want to go Blaster next or Mega next? Let's see. I see Brian saying Mega. Steve, you're a pitcher, like collegiately or professionally? I hope that means you're buying up the Norge Vera and who are the other pitchers in this first pitchers in this product? Andrew Lara. I know there's at least one more. Christian Roa spots. Then you were in the Royals organization. Did you have? That's a hard no on buying up the pitchers though. Bello, true. Bello's a good one. Did you ever have a Bowman first? Brian's dad was a pitcher with Saban. Didn't realize until Brian first told me that Saban was a baseball player. Ooh, a fuchsia Ellie paper. I just saw that. This happens too often, the rotator cuff. Pro set card in 79. That's really cool still though. Was there? No, I'm sure there had to have been Bowman when your dad was playing. All right, let's see the Mega. Starting things off, we have a Dory Lorenzo, Maki Backstrom, double Maki Backstrom, and Francisco Alvarez. Home runs in back-to-back days the last 2 days for Alvarez. If the Mets were struggling, I would say bring them up, but we've luckily turned it around over the last 6 games minus yesterday. Matt Vierling, Shane Baz, Jackson Cower, Gavin Sheets, Juan Yepez, James Wood, Jay Allen. There's our guy Bello and Cooper Kinney. What? Matt Manning, Colton Welker, Alan Serta, Denzer Guzman, Luca Tresh, Robbie Martin Jr. Chrome, and Lurod Chrome. Oh, yeah, good call, Brian. Facebook group, because I know there are some new people in here today. I saw a lot of new names in the on eBay. Facebook group. Let me get link in there. For anybody who is not currently a member of the Facebook group, we're running a contest for another 3 months and 1 week. At the end of every break, we rank the top hits of the break. And the person who has the most points at the end of the year, so 3 points to first every break, 2 points to second, 1 point to third, will First place will win a hobby box, second place a mega, third place a blaster box. Have to be part of the Facebook group to be part of the contest. And I'm still a couple updates behind, but right now we have, as of a couple breaks ago, let's see, August 9th, so I'm probably 4 or 5 behind. The leaderboard was Brian Rodhams with 9 points, Darren and Luke with 5, Brian and Zach with 4, but we know that Brian's picked up quite a few points in the last couple weeks, so Brian's definitely contesting for first right now. Who's McGuire that just hit a home run for the Red Sox? Reese McGuire? Shows you how much National League Baseball I watch. American League Baseball. Luis Verdugo, Cedane Rafaela, Reginald Preciado, and Blaze Jordan. You have 48 different Meads. Sirens in the background. Paul, it's going to be, because of the UN stuff going on, I would definitely take the over. Steve, let's get you some more mead. All right, we have the Mojo packs, starting with Aluka Tresh, Trey Sweeney, Matt Manning, Rookie of the Year favorites, Ronier Quintero, and Shalin Polanco. The rare non-first Mojo that we've seen out of these. Get that tray top loaded for Brian's pickup. Already grabbed some more penny sleeves, including the Brian. I would say, has to have the best collection of Nico Cavadas cards in the world. One might be able to argue that, Brian. Swing to the break so far. I'll give you that. Bobby Witt Jr., J-Rod, some nice Mojo non-first. Dominguez keeping it going. Franal Dewey and Ellie. There we go. That's a hit of the break so far. It's actually probably one of the nicer Ellies we've hit. It's been a little cold on that spot recently. Probably one of the nice ones we've hit in the last couple weeks. Sorry, Brian. You're knocked out of first by the Ellie. Nice non-first there. J-Rod, Dominguez, and Witt. My brother's at the Philly Yankee AAA game tonight, so he is watching Volpe play right now. He sent me a picture of the lineup cards, and I didn't see a decent prospect on either side outside of Volpe. Yep, definitely a nice hit. And I think it was one of the cheaper prices Ellie's gone for in the last month since he started getting as hyped as he has been recently. So definitely a nice start for the Ellie spot. And let's see what we get out of the blaster. There it is, empty. Let's see if we can get a retail auto. See if we could pull off that extra auto again. Let's see. So far, Torque Bowman in 3D insert. Jordan Lawler top 100 insert. Papers of Aguiar, Robert Dominguez, Chrome of Urabel Angeles, and Austin Martin. Looking for the Henry, still eluding us. It was definitely over 125, Brian, but I think it was like in the 140s when it's been going over 200 a lot recently. So, I mean, in comparison, it's a nice grab. Ellie is a monster. Aaron Ashby, Luke Williams, Ryan Bellotti, Lewis Gill, Edward Cabrera, Dominguez getting his second card already with the top 100. Errol Vera Chrome and Christian Roa Chrome. What team is? I believe he's a Padre. If anybody knows that for sure, let me know. I'm pretty sure he's a Padre. Just trying not to show the back cards here. There we go. Seth Beer, Brandon Marsh, Jake Berger, Rodolfo Castro, Rookie of the Year favorites, Lenyon Sosa, I think that's a Jeff spot today, and Kenzie Noel. Get in there. There we go. Is there anybody that any major league player already that anybody's investing in pre-playoffs? Or is it all about the prospects here? I was hoping that Meb was going to be here today because I don't know if you guys saw Ezekiel Tovar already got called up. He just got brought up to AAA last week, and they already brought him up to the major leagues today. Spencer Torkelson, Virtuosic, Paper Lizarraga and Alejandro P.A., and Chrome Jeremy Vargas and Blaze Jordan. I was hoping we were going to get to talk some Tovar with Meb, but he's been sticking to his Bowman draft lately and out on the 2022. Pretty slow on the blaster so far. Ronier Quintero and Alvin Guzman paper, Ricardo Genovese and Zach Veen chrome. One pack left out of this blaster that is not giving us much yet. Mainly hoarding J-Rods. That's a good life, Ron. That is not a bad one to hoard. There we go. Finally some color. Only paper and sky blue, though. Lars Nootbaar, Brian De La Cruz, Bruhan. There we got a Wander Franco finally. India, Bobby Witt Jr., second card, High Five Futures. We got a first sky blue. Is it going to be? I see Tampa colors, I think. I want to say that's going to be a PA, though. Yep. Alejandro PA, 271 of 499 sky blue. A little paper color match there. Will Wagner and Daryl Hernandez. Chromes. I don't know if anybody watched the replay of our Topps Chrome break from Sunday, but we pulled Jeff a Jarren Duran teal wave auto, which especially with those missing SSPs, it is not an easy job to pull the value that to cover the cost of a Topps Chrome box, but the Duran was a nice looking card. We have been talking to second retail pack, by the way. We've been talking to our distributor, Steel City, and they haven't heard anything from Topps yet in regard to sending out silver packs. But as soon as we get those silver packs, we will be adding those to all of our breaks retroactively also. So anybody who was in Sunday, we will, as soon as we get those silver packs, we'll let you guys know. And then we pulled down today's Topps Chrome break for that reason. Sunday, I'm still planning on running the multi-year mixer. So we're going to be running a 2022-2021 Topps Chrome mixer. I doubt we're going to have the silver packs since there's still no money on them in time for that. But again, retroactively, we'll get that sent out as soon as we're able to get them. Assuming most people know about the Topps Chrome drama, Seth Beer, Brandon Marsh, Jordan Walker, Virtuosic, Papers of Minier, and James Wood, and Will Wagner, and Darren Baker Chromes in the second retail pack. Not thrilled with what we've seen out of the retail packs yet. I know some of you guys are saying you pulled some, I think some people were saying Khalil Watson redemptions. Not much that we've pulled out of the first four that we've opened here. Let's see. Is it actually Billy Wagner's son? I didn't realize that, if that's the case. It was our first. We were definitely due for you, Jeff, for a nice hit like that. Lifelong Mariners fan. Hopefully they end up. Yeah, I agree, Ron. I can always root for the Mariners. For whatever reason, they've always been a likable franchise for me. All right. Do we want to go next to Sapphire, First Edition, or the Hobby? The one auto hobby. CL, I'm not sure what right means. We're going Sapphire next from Brian. Then it looks like Hobby, and then we'll leave the first edition for the last box before the jumbo. Brian loves the Sapphire, wants to see it as soon as possible. CL, they're stacked one on top of another. I can't help you there with the left call. So Sapphire, Hobby, first edition. Everyone making a different call. No Frelics yet, but we have only been through the retail part of the break, Chris. So all the big products still to come. All right, we have the Sapphire box empty. And let's see Brian's favorite product. Ooh, looks like we got a bigger stack on the left this time. I feel like it's usually the opposite. All right, starting things off with a Peyton Wilson. There's our guy with the home run today, Cassis. Lenyon Sosa and Ronier Quintero. Got some offense in this Yankee game now. Sosa, Quintero, Peyton Wilson, and Cassis. Let's go all the way down the right side. Oh, wow, that's a rare one. Pulled all the way down without opening. Victor Labrada, Fidel Montero, Robert Hassel, and Andrew Lara. Can we get number 61 right now? I've never been a fan of Topps Now. Yeah, Ron, these they did a really good job with the 2022 Sapphires. I bought two of the Topps Now Judge. Well, I bought a few of the Topps Now, two different variations of the Aaron Judge Topps Now card for his 60th home run. I don't know. They seemed like something significant, and one of them had Babe Ruth on it. And who doesn't love Babe Ruth? All right, we got Dustin Harris, Jose Salas, Robbie Martin Jr., and Wilman Diaz. Oswald Peraza on the field, pinch running. Dustin Harris, Robbie Martin Jr., and Jose Salas. One more on the right side. Looks like all of our parallels are going to be on the left. Elijah Tatis, unless we have an auto snuck in here. Simon Muzziotti, Ronnie Mauricio, and Henry Davis. Slow Sapphire box so far. We got the Ronnie numbered to 20 Sunday out of Sapphire. Let's see. I'll take the Cuero Sapphire. I would love to do it. Let's get some parallels and some autos coming up. There we go. That's the way to do it. That might be in the auto spot too. Got an orange coming up. Helio Ramos keeping the orange streak going. We hit 3 or 4 last week. Luis Matos. This is a first. Rodolfo Nolasco, numbered 11 of 50. Orange Sapphire Refractor, and Sedane Rafaela behind that. Well, Nolasco isn't exactly who we wanted, but I'm happy it's a first at least. Not our auto, so we still have that coming up. Rafaela, we'll get him in the background, and Nolasco as well. Happy to keep the orange streak alive, even though it's the numbered to 50 variation of orange. Matos and Ramos, Sapphires. Let's see. I'm going to go with the bottom one first. Try and search out to see where the auto is going to be and save it for the end. I think I might have messed it up, though. I think we might have some color here. We got green. Orelvis Martinez. Ed Howard. It's a first on the green. Brian trying to pick up another 3 points. Warming Bernabel. Green sapphire auto numbered 11 of 50 and a Harry Ford behind that. This might be a tough one to beat for hit of the break. Let me cut the corner of the sleeve and get that in there safely. That is possibly one of the nicest sapphire cards we've pulled this year. I think we pulled you the green Nico too, Brian. The green Bernabel, though. That is a really nice card. We're going to replace that in Alaska in the middle right away. That's the way we want to see the auto. We've been a little colder recently on the autos, hitting a lot of base of not big name players. Bernabel green, though, that's what we want to see. That'll be the card, Paul says. Jeff was bidding against the Bernabel spot went pretty cheap today, too. 35. There was a time that Bernabel a couple months ago was on fire and was going up in the 80s and 90s, but even recently he's been in the 40s for the most part. So Brian snagging him in the 30s was a solid investment, it looks like. See if we can get one more parallel here. 2 packs left. Already got the orange and the green auto. Leo Verpaguero, Christian Hernandez. There's an Averson. Brian picking up another sapphire. Arteaga and Lizarraga. A lot of non-firsts. I feel like this has been a non-first heavy box, but the parallels have definitely made up for it, so not going to complain about that at all. Plus, we got the Rafaela and the Arteaga. Last pack out of the sapphire. Brian's favorite product is working out for him again. Looks like those are the only 2 parallels here. Kevin Alcantara, Churio. Nice, turning into a nice sapphire box. Carlos Aguiar and CJ Abrams. Everything was in that left stack. Churio, Rafaela. I think might have been on the right side, actually. The Warming, the Arteaga. I think that might have turned into one of our nicest 2022 Sapphire boxes. And let's switch the Rafaela out for the Churio. Brian, guess what shirt I'm wearing? It's the Mojo again. The Red Bull shirt is on, and it's good luck for Brian again. Let's see. Never got back. We never got back to the Bernabel. Tough one. All right, we said we were going to go hobby next and then save the first edition for the second to last box of the break. One orange on the board. Let's see if we can make it one more in this hobby box. I think that might be true. That's crazy. The Nico and now the Bernabel. If anybody's confused, Brian sent me a yellow Red Bull Racing shirt since he knows I'm a Red Bull fan. I mean, not a Red Bull fan, an F1 fan. And every time I wear it, I pull him a green Sapphire auto. All right, let's see what we have in the hobby. Ooh, Blue Wave Refractor in the first pack. Nice way to start the hobby. Hopefully we don't pull all of the quality at the front like we did last time. Jordan Walker, Adley Rauschman, Dory Lorenzo, Luca Tresh. Can we get a first? No. Helio Ramos, number 98 of 150. Nice hit for the Ramos spot. Love the blue waves. This is a nice ad by Topps. I'm going to go straight down this right stack because last time we ended up pulling all of the refractors at the top, and then the bottom half of the box was really boring, so I'm going to go straight down the stacks this time. Seth Beer, Brandon Marsh, Jake Berger, Darren Baker, James Wood Paper, Adele Amador, and Colton Cowser Chrome. Oops, put these papers in the wrong stack. Jeff, you got to send me some Mets undies. I'll rock them. We'll see if it helps. We have a Marcelo top 100, Adrian Sagasti, Alan Cerda, Denzer Guzman papers, Henry Davis, and stuck to that one. We have our first Khalil Watson Chrome on the board. First Khalil Watson of any kind on the board, actually. Damn it, Ryan. All right, keeping it going. Armando Cruz, High Five Futures. Dory Lorenzo, Luis Verdugo, Colson Montgomery getting on the board to start the hobby off, and Jordan Lawler. Colson Chrome. Apparently. Got to step my game up on the heckles. Let's see. The second most Red Bull of any. Oh, Brian sells the second most Red Bull of any rep sells. I can't read. Apparently, Brian sells a lot of Red Bull. Moral of the story. Hoy Park, DL Hall top 100. Brandon Valenzuela, Luis Angel Acuna, and Alexander Ramirez Chromes. Brian's Bar sells the second most Red Bull behind MGM in National Harbor region. Cal Raleigh, Alejo Lopez, Mike Trout, Christian Hernandez, Bowman in 3D. Jose Rodriguez, Yorbit Vivas Papers, George Valera, and Jeter Downs Chrome. Brian is Ishii Breaks. Does that mean there's an MGM in Virginia? Josh Lowe, Rookie of the Year favorites insert. Oswaldo Cabrera, Daryl Hernandez, and Martin Jimenez papers. Logan Cerny and Misael Gonzalez Chromes. Brian pulled some crazy stuff in his select break yesterday. A lot of color, a lot of numbered cards coming out of retail. If anybody's a select fan, it seems like there's some good quality in select football retail this year. Jaron Duran, Kyle Mueller, Spencer Strider, Ian Lewis, Henry Mendez, Samad Taylor, and Chromes of Henry Mendez. And there's our first Sal Frelick finally. Still searching for our auto out of the Bowman the Bowman hobby. Shoei, Reed Detmers, top 100. Joshua Baez paper, Chrome of Dario Lopez, and there's our first Nico Cavadas. Lou Rod High Five Futures, Braylon Minier Paper, Royce Marquintana, Chromes of Maki Backstrom and Ronnie Mauricio. It's good. It's a good looking product. I collect my Dolphins, and that's about it. Looks like here's our Atomic's going to be in this pack. Lars New. We broke a bunch of retail, especially Mosaic in 2020 when we first started breaking, and it was fun. Yoki Cespedes top 100, Jonathan Clisset, Eddie's Leonard, Harry Ford, Atomic. Got a Sapphire too. Nice break for Harry Ford. Not an easy guy to get hits on. Well, I guess it's not 100% true. He's got a bunch of cards in the set. Brian De La Cruz, Vidal Brujan. There's our second Wander Franco. Khalil Watson, Bowman in 3D. Yoswar Garcia, Chrome Justice Thompson, and Tyler Soderstrom. Jeff, I haven't been paying attention to Piastri because I'm still waiting. I'll probably start paying a lot closer attention once I get my PSA order back with my 2 Piastris in it. But any news on Piastri movement? We pulled Jeff an orange Piastri. It looks like we have our second silver chrome refractor in this box. And it was in the top row again, so I'm happy we decided to go row by row. We have a Gyro Pomares Virtuosic. First paper, Ricardo Genovese, Khalil Watson. First chrome, Felix Valerio. And again, it's not a first on the blue, Luis Matos. Number 150 of 150. Blue Shimmer Chrome Refractor. Nice hit for the Matos spot. I know I was talking to the Matos owner today, so congrats. I think it's Meredith that has the Matos spot today. Ooh, we might have... No, that looks like it's just paper. Some yellow paper. I thought that might have been the auto. Matt Vierling, Shane Baz, Jackson Cower, Orelvis Martinez, High Five Futures, Sawinski, Warming Bernabel, first yellow paper, Jose Pastrano. That's Brian again. 9 of 75. I'm pretty sure Brian picked that up in the at the beginning of the break. Rodolfo Nolasco and Beatty Chromes. The Jose Pastrano yellow paper. I want to put the yellow back there. I know that's not a top 5 hit of this break though, but let's put it back there for now. Get some colorful cards back there. Some orange, some green, some sapphire, some yellow. Still have the auto coming up here. Don't trash Pastrano. Brian, just don't look at his batting average. Gavin Sheets, Juan Yepez, Simeon Woods Richardson, top 100, Felix Valerio, Chrome Brady Allen, and Yorbit Vivas. I looked at a couple people today. I can't remember if Pastrana was the guy who was hitting like 170, but I remember he was one of them, and I remember he wasn't too impressive. Otto Lopez, Reed Detmers, O'Neill Cruz getting on the board with a paper. I think we have a chrome of him as well from the first retail pack. Virtuosic Blaze Jordan. Velasquez paper. Chrome Bello. And Chrome Robbie Martin Jr. Yorbit is, I think that's the second one. The second Chrome Vivas we've hit, if I remember correctly. still have over a quarter of the box left. Still looking for the auto. We have our atomic. We have 2 chrome refractors. And it looks like we have the auto here, and it's a purple. All right, good luck, everybody. Purple, it's a White Sox. Can we get a Montgomery? Or is it going to be a Sosa or a Jorge Vieira? Colson, Montgomery, purple auto, 210 of 250. The question is, does that contest with the Bernabell for hit of the break? Brian immediately says the warming is better. That is probably the nicest Montgomery we've hit this year. Let's replace that in Alaska. Nicest warming Bernabell, nicest Colson Montgomery we've hit of the year, I think. Paul says Bernabell by edge. Jeff says number 2. No respect for the purple. CL saying left. All right, continuing that pack, we have Luis Gonzalez, Reginald Preciado, and Brennan Davis. Last pack in the third stack. Our first Invicta coming up here, Matt Manning, Colton Welker, Shalin Polanco. This picture's been used in like 7 Shalin Polanco cards, I'm pretty sure. Paper of Valera, Logan Cerny, Diego Rincones. Chrome of Dustin Harris and Helio Ramos. Turning into a nice little break tonight. That I would say the Montgomery signature is pretty weak, though, now that I look at it. Little CM squiggle. At least he centered it. I like definitely not as nice as the Bernabell auto, though. Penmanship and the little angle that he puts it on. I like the Bernabell signature a lot more. And it seems like everybody's agreeing that Bernabell's still number 1 on the board right now. Wander Franco, Rookie of the Year favorites. Jeremy Vargas, Curtis Mead, paper. Jay Allen, Jose Salas, chrome. Let's top load the Wander. Let's see. Picked up a decent Bowman's auto of his with the. Yeah, I actually have one too, Paul. The CL guys, I know CL. You're welcome back whenever you want. The left calls are have been giving us fire so far. Joe Ryan, Marco Luciano, High Five Futures, Trey Sweeney, Esteban Machado, paper, Misael Urbina, and Francisco Alvarez. A lot of chrome non-firsts in this hobby box. I feel like we don't usually see this many. Josiah Gray, Rodolfo Castro, Connor Wong, Josh Lowe, Robert Hassel, top 100. Edgar Cuero, I think that might be the first time Cuero's on the board with a paper. Frelick and Zayed Salinas paper, Samad Taylor, and Pete Crow Armstrong chromes. Let's see. Any decent Sawinski, Verdugo, or Joe Ryan yet? I agree with Brian. I don't remember anything big that came out for any of them. Aaron Ashby, Luke Williams, Ryan Velotti, Lewis Gill, Gavin Sheets, Rookie of the Year favorites, Roberto Campos, Brandon Jaraba, paper, James Wood getting a chrome, and does that mean there's something good behind it also? I think Wood usually comes with Trey Sweeney. Never mind. I mean, Sweeney's good. Not knocking Sweeney. But I thought we were going to have a Mead in back of that. Or an Ellie. Let's see if they're coming up in the next 2 packs. We have papers of Edward Cabrera. And then nothing else in the paper. Elvis Martinez and Ed Howard Chrome. And maybe we're not getting the Ellie and the Mead that I thought we were going to get in Chrome here. Nothing in the paper. There we go. Eduardo Lopez, J-Rod, and Oswaldo Cabrera getting on the board, and Marcelo Mayer. The need for Mead for Steve has been not getting met recently. Brian, I'm dissing your guy Sweeney. Verdugo may have had a sapphire. Let's see. Quintero was the sapphire Cub. It looks like. All right, moving on to the first edition before we do our last 3 autos of the break. No complaints so far. Nice little background between the Churio, Colson, Bernabel, Ellie Mojo, and that beautiful yellow Pastrano for Brian. Let's get Charlie some cards in this first edition box now. And our first edition box is empty. I saw somebody break open the side of these a couple weeks ago when I was watching a break, and I had never done that before. Definitely going to be a strategy going forward. Yeah, the retail wasn't that kind to us besides the Ellie, but the hobby boxes have been good to us so far. Let's see if we can keep it up with the first edition. Starting off with a sky blue non-first behind the Angeles, Heriberto Hernandez. Actually, after this pack, I'm going to move the paper stack to the side. Emmanuel Rodriguez, Christian Hernandez, Escato, P.A., Marte, Jimenez, Alduy, and Zach Veen. All right, let me move some of these cards over before the stack gets too high. All right, keeping it moving with the first editions. I didn't see if anybody responded to it in the chat before, but is anybody making any investments for any players before the postseason starts? I haven't really started looking yet. Is there a Met that's going to tear things up? Can we get some Jeff McNeil hobby love? Simon Muzziotti, Elijah Tatis, Henry Mendez, Michael Triana, Aberson Arteaga, Jordan Lawler. Was anybody involved in the hobby in 2016? Was there any kind of a run on Daniel Murphy cards when he had his life-changing playoff run against the Cubs and the Dodgers before he lost it against the Royals? Henry Mendez, our second sky blue, is Leo Vera-Peguero. Rincones, Pastrano, Eduardo Lopez, Misael Gonzalez, Lenyon Sosa, Andrew Lara. No vets for Brian. Sticking with all firsts. Nori Vera. We have our first Sky Blue first, and it's an Anthony Rodriguez. Vivas Valerio Angeles. Slow start to the first row of the first edition, but recently the colors have been coming up at the bottom, so plenty of time left. Brady Allen Sky Blue foil, Alvin Guzman, Adrian Sagasti, and George Valera. No Cuero cards. One paper, Darrow, one paper Cuero, Paul. Yeah, let's try and fix that. I know Cuero's got an auto in this set. I heard somebody flipped one. That's interesting. The foil's in the third spot instead of the second. If anybody listens to Card Talk Pod, there was a Cuero mention in their play of the week this week. Valera, Marco Luciano Sky Blue, Oswaldo Cabrera, Denzer Guzman, Genovese, Ian Lewis. Somebody purchased one of his orange autos for $150 when the product was first released. And I think he said he sold it for like $4K. Joshua Baez, we have, now the paper's going to be in the fourth spot, and it's going to be gold. I mean, the foil's going to be in the fourth spot. Baez, Sweeney, Bernabell, not a first. Austin Henrik, 5 of 50, gold foil. Felix Valerio, Peyton Wilson, Esteban Machado, Averson Arteaga. Are Edgar and Jefferson Cuero related? Paul immediately knows the answer. Yeah, I think Cuero is a somewhat common last name. I'm still not sure about Errol and Jorge Vera, though. I'm assuming the answer is no there as well. Henrik Gold. Another Sky Blue. Ooh, looks like we got a J-Rod behind the Dory Lorenzo. J-Rod Sky Blue. Dustin Harris, Max Muncy, Jose Rodriguez. Let's top load the J-Rod Sky Blue. I think we hit one of these last time, too. J-Rod spot's been doing pretty well on our last couple breaks. Triplets, Arrow, Norhe, and Aloe. I think this is time for a left for Brian. I'll give him a right. I'll let CL do his thing. Ronnie Mauricio, back-to-backs. This has been a weird first edition box. Preciado, Daryl Hernandez, Luca Tresh, Luis Matos. Brian can't help himself, but make the arrow. Make the arrow reference. Matt Frazier, Colson Montgomery, Norhe. There we go. Royce Mark Quintana. Still waiting to pull the aloe. Haven't pulled any of them yet. Warming Bernabell, Benjamin Bailey, James Wood, Junior Sanchez, Luis Gonzalez, Fidel Montero, Brandon Valenzuela, Felix Valerio. I had a feeling that response was coming. There we go. Packed in one open from the top. Jeremy Vargas, Robbie Martin Jr. There's Arrol. Braylon Minier, Jose Ramos. Is that the first Ramos, Brian? Misael Gonzalez. Ellie De La Cruz, the sky blue in the third spot again. Luis Gonzalez, Robert Dominguez, sky blue. There's another Jose Ramos, Lizarraga, Hernandez, Velasquez, Guzman, Waddell, and Justice Thompson. All firsts. All first papers in the pack and a first sky blue. The rare perfect pack. Another sky blue coming up. Reginald Preciado. Valenzuela, Bailey, Will Wagner or Sagasti. Our second, I think this is only our second serial numbered card out of the box. It's a blue. Not a first again. Is this going to be Nick Gonzalez again? Elijah Tatis? Nope. Shalom Polanco. Different picture, same sleeve. Shalom Polanco is numbered 43 of 150 here. Ronier Quintero, Logan Cerny, Braylon Minier, Anthony Rodriguez, Jackson Churio, Brandon Jaraba. Sky blue. Luke Waddell. Junior Sanchez, Matt Frazier, Curtis Mead, Oswaldo Cabrera, Sedane Rafaela, Robbie Martin Jr., Martin Jimenez. Two rows left. I think we should have at least one more serial numbered card coming up here. Starting off the pack with the Khalil Watson. No foil here. Oh, foil hidden back in the fourth spot. James Wood, sky blue. Nice box we have. No, not a great box. Yeah, the other, the gold and blue were non-firsts. I take that back. James Wood, Robbie Martin Jr., Jonathan Clase, Roberto Campos. Let's hope we can get some more color and get a big name and make it a big box. But not a bad hit with the James Wood sky blue. Let's see. Just heard Nick Gonzalez. No, I thought it was going to be a Nick Gonzalez United because we've been pulling color of Nick Gonzalez in like every break, but it turned out it was a Shalom Polanco. Paul, who are your guys again? We have a Mead. We have another sky blue coming up behind the Montgomery. It's a Yoswar Garcia sky blue. San Quentin, you're the Cuero. I can't remember who you have besides Cuero. Yoswar Garcia sky blue. 6 packs left. Cuero Hernandez. And then a few cheaper guys. We haven't had a ton of nice Cuero breaks, but we've definitely had a couple nice Hernandez breaks. Sky blue, Garrett Mitchell behind the Fidel Montero. Jack Sawinski, Yoswar Garcia, Robert Dominguez, Christian Roa, Jeremy Vargas. But yeah, it's been a slow Hernandez and a slow Cuero night for sure tonight. Orange color match Hernandez coming. I think we've pulled an orange Hernandez before. I think it might have been a sapphire. Here's our next serial numbered card, and it is a first. Is it an Oriole? Houston. Will Wagner. Who has Will Wagner? 21 of 150. I think I might know the answer. Khalil Watson, Jose Rodriguez, Wagner again, Trey Sweeney, Denzer Guzman, Luca Tresh, Brian. I thought you had Wagner. You don't even have that many spots tonight, and you're still hitting well. It's the shirt. Luca Tresh hits. I know I've said his name a couple times. I can't remember what we've pulled in terms of Tresh cards, but there are definitely Tresh cards out. Yep, couple Julios, little Julio color. Never mad about that. Serta, Aguiar, Nori Vera, Luis Verdugo. There's a Tresh paper. PA, Salinas, and Ellie. Got a couple of Ellies in this box. All paper so far, though. We have 3 numbered cards out of the box so far. I want to say that's usually about what we end up getting out of 2022 Bowman first editions. Cavadas, Christian Roa, and Anthony Rodriguez. 2 packs left. Jeff says, I'm assuming that was supposed to say shirt. Basil Hayden is good. Picked up some back. What? Is that a type of? Is it a type of bourbon? What's the Sky Blue worth graded PSA? I have no idea. I would guess maybe 35 to 40-ish. Edgar Cuero, paper, Labrada, Joshua Baez, Zayed Salinas, Sedane Rafaela, Alan Serta, Brandon Jaraba. Gonna have to add that to the list. Jackson Churio, Eddie's Leonard, Robert Dominguez, Peyton Wilson, Samad Taylor finishes off the first edition. Slower first edition box. Nice little hit at the end for Brian with the Will Wagner, but not the best edition box we've had. And looks like we're gonna have just the 5 autos in the break tonight. No extras out of the retail or the first edition. All right, let's see what our last 3 autos are. Sky Blue first editions are very tough to grade. Yeah, Chris, I try and do my best to get these things in there cleanly. That Will Wagner's looking really good. Let's see. How'd I do on the Julio? I got corners in there cleanly. The Julio corners are looking good. Surface looks good. Yeah, I think the Julio could definitely be gradable. So, Paul, I'm assuming that means in New York City it would probably be like $200 a bottle. All right, our last box of the night. Got some contenders. Oh, I hit. Okay, volume should be back now. I hit the. Somehow when I was moving the paper, I must have hit the mute button on my microphone. Apparently. I've only been doing this for 2 years. Let's see. How long was the audio out? Was it on when I pulled the Winker blue? Both packs were silent. Well, we didn't. There wasn't much hit in either of those packs. I'm gonna call it the chromes anyway. So Jaraba, Chrome. We had the Cuero there for Paul out of the previous pack. Oh, Paul, I was giving you nice compliments too on the Cuero, and it was on mute. So when did I hit that? It's weird. Alan Serta and the Jesse Winker goes to the NL Central spot. So congrats, NL Central owner, getting a serial numbered card. Missed the Watson Superfractor. I mean, is the Watson Superfractor even worth anything at this point? I know he's your guy today. Let's go across the top since there's an auto in every row here. I guess I must have hit it when I reached for the box cutter. It's weird. All right, no auto still in this packet, looks like, unless it's an insert. Lars Nootbaar, Brian De La Cruz, Vidal Brujan with no Wander behind it, interestingly. Alejo Lopez, Mike Trout. It's weird. Almost never see a Vidal Brujan without a Wander behind it. Jarren Duran, Rookie of the Year favorites. Nick Gonzalez, top 100. Benny Montgomery, Lou Rod, Alvin Guzman, Jordan Walker, Chromes. Simon Muzziotti, Chrome also. Christian Roa, Jose Ramos, Justice Thompson, Peyton Wilson, Lenyn Sosa, Fidel Montero, Victor Labrada, Dustin Harris, Robbie Martin Jr. Yeah, I mean, he's not having the worst year a prospect has ever had, but he's just not playing up to the hype that he had with his where he went in the draft, and people were also originally saying that he should have gone earlier in the draft. So definitely not living up to the hype that he had coming out of college. Didn't you, Brian? I thought you had an auto of him too, or am I still thinking of the Triantos or the Mead that you pulled early on? Matt Manning, Colton Welker, Seth Beer, Jarren Duran, Kyle Mueller, Jake Berger, Rookie of the Year favorites, Dominguez, High Five Futures, Austin Henrik, top 100. Looks like the auto is going to be in the last row. Pineda, Paguero, Fran Aldui, Elijah Tatis, Martin Jimenez, Papers of Lizarraga, Quintero, PA, Alvin Guzman, and Urabel Angeles. Base auto, refractor auto, and green auto redemption. Is that those are all Watson? Can anybody check what Francisco Lindor autos go for? Like 9, 5, 10 Bowman first autos go for at this point. I remember when his base auto, when he came to the Mets, was going for around 1,200. Curious to see if that's changed in any significant way. We should have our first auto in here. Yep, there it is. And it's a base, it looks like. I see a bat, at least. Not sure who we have yet, though. Aaron Ashby, Luke Williams, Ryan Velati, Lewis Gill, Edward Cabrera. Josh Lowe, Rookie of the Year favorites. And our auto is, I think, the wrong Oriole for Paul. It is Luis Gonzalez with his shaky hands script auto. At least he wrote out his whole name. Refractor, not a base. 290 of 499, Luis Gonzalez, refractor auto. Reginald Preciado, top 100. Zach Veen, Garrett Mitchell, Ricardo Genovese, Daryl Hernandez Chrome, Wilt Wagner Chrome, paper of Sawinski, Valerio, Valera, Bernabel, Cerny, Rincones, Hernandez, and Jimenez. Double Hernandez back there, finally. Finally getting some action. Would have been nice to see him a little bit earlier in the pack instead of that Gonzalez card, though. Let's see. Is there room? Yes, there is room to the left of the Churio to fit that card up in the background. And then let me move some of these cards over. Jeff, you got the Luis Gonzalez? Get the Pastrano out of there. Yeah, I guess that's true. I'm gonna flip the Pastrano and the Luis Gonzalez. It's a good call. Let's get Jeff's card in there, your card out of there. Ooh, looks like we have a Speckle refractor auto coming up here. Back-to-back packs with an auto. Aaron Ashby, Luke Williams, Otto Lopez, Reed Detmers, O'Neal Cruz. We have a Garrett Mitchell Invicta, and is it Pirate Orange? Frazier. We've hit a bunch of nice Fraziers this year. We hit the Red Wave auto Matt Frazier this year. This time we get number 64 of 299 Speckle auto. Bobby Witt, top 100. Ed Howard, Jordan Lawler, Zayed Salinas, Ian Lewis, Carlos Aguiar, Rodolfo Nolasco, Matt Frazier, Muncy, was definitely still seeming like the guy who's toughest to hit. Fran Aldui, Ellie De La Cruz, Jackson Churio, some nice paper cards there. Frazier has been on fire, yeah. Let's get that one sleeved and top loaded. Nice hit there. Then there goes the Pastrano. Let's see. We're going to move the Luis Gonzalez back to that side now and get the Frazier up there. 2 refractor autos so far, which makes me think that we may have a base coming in that last row. Unfortunately, I don't think I've seen many hobby boxes, if any, with 3 refractor autos, but fingers crossed. I think that might be the first Muncy, Brian. Crazy. Gonzalez taking way too long to sign. Don't know why his penmanship would be that shaky. Let's see. We have a purple paper refractor in the back. There's the Wander that was missing from that first pack. Joe Ryan. Josiah Gray, Rodolfo Nolasco. Double Wander. Bowman in 3D Wander. Nice pack there. For the Wander spot, Spencer Torkelson, High Five Futures. Brennan Davis, top 100. Wilman Diaz. Christian Hernandez. Esteban Machado. There's an Ellie finally, and Warming Bernabel next to that. Nice pack here. Papers of Backstrom. See if we can keep it going to the purple. Tresh, Elijah Tatis, Junior Sanchez first. All right. I think I saw Andrew Lara's hat. Yep. Andrew Lara back on the board. We hit 2 refractors of him 2 breaks ago. Cooled off last break, but back on the board again now. Number 216 of 250 purple Andrew Lara paper. Let's sleeve up the Warming Bernabel and top load it. And the same with the Ellie and the Wander. We could probably... No, let's wait until we get to the last row before we start top 3 voting. lot to sleeve up from that pack. All right, let's see. Muncie is... Oh, I feel like we've seen some decent West Cats. I mean, he doesn't have an auto, but I feel like we've pulled some respectable West Cat breaks. We got another Invicta coming up here. Oh, Paul. Nico's must be because Brian's pulled them all already. Brandon Marsh, Jake Berger. Frazier and Laura seem to be consistent. Oh, I see what you're saying. Hits in our break. Yeah, for sure. Francisco, Laura, and Nico. Definitely guys we've hit a lot of. Spencer Strider. Invicta Christian Hernandez. Top 100, Tyler Soderstrom. Torkelson with another card attached to it. Yoelqui Cespedes. Urabel Angeles. Lenyon Sosa. Don Kenzie Noel. Papers of Lara, Rodriguez, Cavadas. And there they both are again. San Quintin and Pastrana.
Plus, get 0% interest for 60 months. With our Love Your Mattress guarantee, get the lowest price and 120 nights to sleep on. Only at Mattress Firm.
All right, one more left in this row. Then we head down to the bottom row where I'm going to do the two outside packs first, since we pulled autos out of the last row and the first row so far. I'm going to guess and say the last auto is going to be in one of the middle two rows. Lars Nootbaar, Brian De La Cruz, Hoy Park, Cal Raleigh, Alejo Lopez, Trout, Jordan Lawler, Bowman in 3D insert, Marcelo Mayer, High Five Futures insert, and Colton Cowser, 3 top 10 picks, top 100, Robert Hassel, Austin Henrik, Darren Baker, Michael Escato, and Sedane Rafaela adding to his Sapphire, Oswaldo Cabrera, Ian Lewis, Henry Mendez, Samad Taylor, Joshua Baez, Royce Mark Quintana, Diego Velasquez. Rafaela, Escato, and Baker. And let's see what our last auto is going to be. Let's go to the outsides first. Since we only have one auto left, let's start the top 3 voting now. It seemed like consensus was Bernabel first, Colson Montgomery second, but if anybody else wanted to jump in there, there's still that's still up for grabs. But the big question is going to be third so far. Is it going to be the Gonzalez, the Frazier, the Churio, the Ellie, Ryan Velati, Lewis Gill, Edward Cabrera, Papers, Hoy Park, Cal Raleigh, Virtuosa, Kevin Alcantara, Blaze Jordan, High Five Futures, Matthew Liberatore, Top 100, Colton Cowser, Marcelo Mayer, Chrome, San Quintin First Chrome, Peyton Wilson First Chrome, Luis Gonzalez First Chrome, Papers of Escato, Montgomery, Averson Arteaga, Simon Muzziotti. Let's see. CL is back. CL calling left, I guess in that this time it's going to be the Luis Gonzalez. Warming Colson, and then the next auto, Brian says. Fingers crossed it's not a base, and maybe we can pull a 3 refractor auto off. Vidal Brujan, Wander Franco paper. Joe Ryan, Josiah Gray, Austin Henrik, Michael Harris getting on the board. Let's top load the Michael Harris. Chromes of Vargas, Dominguez, Labrada. Ooh, we have a refractor coming up here. Got some blue. Is it Toronto blue? Rincones, and then let's just do it. Brady Allen. It's Marlin blue. We've had some decent Brady Allens. Let's put that down and sleeve that up right away. Purple refractor of Brady Allen. One more nice hit in the break. Would have been nice if we could have got Jeff a Khalil with that color, but Nice hit for the Allen spot. Labrada. We'll finish off the papers after that. Rincones. Michael Harris. Gonna top load the Harris. Not an easy hit in this product. Oh, wow. I should have had the football game on. I forgot about that. Although, this has been a good Yankee game. Let's see. Brian says, oh, I saw that already. CL got lost in the football game. What's going on in the football game? I know I'm playing against Nick Chubb, Braylon Minier paper, Michael Triano, Luis Gonzalez, Brendan Valenzuela, Yorbit Vivas. I think that's the only action I have on this game. All right, we have our 2 middle packs left. CL, which pack should we go with first? Left it is. Is it going to be the lucky pack that gets us a 3rd refractor auto? It is going to be lucky because it means we're going to save the auto for the last pack. Otto Lopez, Reed Detmers, O'Neill Cruz, Sal Frelick, Virtuosic, Henry Davis, High Five Futures, Khalil Top 100, Chrome of Austin Martin, Blaze Jordan, Jeremy Vargas, Arrow, Christian Roa, paper of Genovese, Classe, Yoswar, Khalil, and let's see the last pack. Chubb has 80 yards, no touchdowns. I'll take that. That could be worse. Meredith, did you catch the Luis Matos hit? It's been a nice little night for Luis Matos. Sapphire and a blue shimmer refractor, numbered 150 of 150 on the blue shimmer. All right, last pack. Better be the last auto. It is, and it is a base. All right, let's see what it is. Matt Vierling, Shane Baz, Jackson Cower, Gavin Sheets, Juan Yepez, Connor Wong, Josh Lowe, Henry Davis, Virtuosic, Sawinski. Who was asking for a Sawinski card before? That actually may be our 3rd hit of the break. Brian may be right. Sawinski base auto with a really nice signature. Heston Kjerstad, Top 100. Pedro Leon, Shalin Polanco. There's the Mead finally for Steve Frazier. Oh, and one more refractor out of there too. It's going to be, of course it is, one more hit for Brian. Oh, no way. Judge's 61st was almost a walk-off. That would have been very cool. As a Yankee hater, I would have had to even still appreciate that. What's going on with the sleeve? Another hit for Brian. Number 85 of 125, Pastrano, Teal Wave. Sawinski getting the auto. Mead getting on the board with a chrome. Finally, last second. Let me cut the sleeve. Let's see. There's the Sawinski auto. I'm going to switch the, you know what, I'm just going to put it here for now. Then let's top load the Mead. And let's show the last paper cards of the break. I got to check the chat, see what we have in terms of voting for top 3. Definitely some contention there at the 3rd spot between the Sawinski, the Gonzalez, the Churio, the Frazier, the Ellie, Rafaela paper, Aguiar, Benjamin Bailey, Robert Dominguez, Nico Cavadas, and that finishes the break off. All right, we're going to do a recap. Let me just check the chat first. Yep, Meredith, definitely a nice one for Matos. Happy to do it. All right, Brian says Warming Colson Churio. I probably would have gone Churios the third also until the Sawinski came out, and I think Sawinski might be the way I'm going to go. We'll see if I change my mind. Pastrano, the double hitter for Brian. CL next Thursday. Oh, CL, you're a Dolphins fan too? I'm a Dolphins fan as well. Jeff agreeing with Brian on the top three. Paul saying he'll be contrarian and say Churio is third. Oh man, that means I'm gonna be at a wedding. What's it called? Welcome dinner. The night the Dolphins are on TV. That's rough. All right. Recapping, we have a Mead base, Chrome, Pastrano, Teal Shimmer, 85 of 125 for Brian. Michael Harris, top 100. Brady Allen, Purple Refractor, number 184 of 250. Chrome. Ellie Base. Wander Bowman in 3D. Warming Base. Andrew Lara, Purple Paper, number 216 of 250. Pastrano, Yellow Paper, number 9 of 75. Winker Blue Paper, numbered 128 of 150. Quero Base, J-Rod Sky Blue, Will Wagner, Blue First Edition, number 21 of 150. James Wood Sky Blue First Edition. Sean Polanco Blue First Edition. Austin Henrik Gold First Edition, 5 of 50. James Wood Base. Wander Franco Rookie of the Year favorites. Rodolfo and Alaska fell off the board early. Forgot about this one, but another nice hit from this break. Number 11 of 50 on the Orange Sapphire and Alaska. There's the Matos Blue Sapphire. I mean, not Sapphire, Blue Shimmer. Harry Ford Atomic. George Valera Base. Colson Montgomery. Khalil Watson Base. Helio Ramos Blue Wave Refractor to 150. Rafaela and Ortega Sapphires. Alejandro PA. Sky Blue Paper to 299. Trey Sweeney on the Mojo. And then going to the back, let's see. So I think because it's a Mojo, I'm going to pull the Ellie off the board first. Nice hit for the Ellie spot, though. I'm going to go Luis Gonzalez coming off the board after that with the Refractor 290 of 499 auto. Let's get the Sawinski up there. I'm going to take the Frazier off the board next. Frazier Speckle Refractor, numbered 64 of 299 auto. And then it's tough. I think the Churio might sell for more than the Sawinski. But Sawinski base auto, I'm gonna put my vote with the Sawinski base auto. So Churio is going to come off the board first with the Sapphire. And then we're going to go number 3, Sawinski auto. Number 2, the Colson. Number 210 of 250, Purple auto. And hit of the break going to Brian. The Warming Bernabelle, number 11 of 50, Green Sapphire. Congrats again, Brian. Let's check up in the chat now. Brian, you may see... Looks like Jeff may be joining one of the football breaks. Take your phone. Yeah. Thank you. Welcome dinner. Bluetooth one earbud. I'll find a way, CL. I'll find a way. Thanks everybody for joining tonight. We will see everybody on Sunday. Great break indeed. I don't know, Brian. For the hits for you too. All right, guys. Have a good night.